Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I've got a great little practice for you that's a bit of a spring detox. So yeah, whenever you're ready, jump onto the mat, make sure you're wearing something comfortable. If you've got a blanket that you can fold up or a cushion, that could be helpful. And it's also good to have some sort of strap, or you can use a scarf or a sock, whatever you can use as a substitute for a strap. You may not need it, but it's good to have one to hand just in case. And then when you're ready, we're going to come down into ancestral worship. So sitting back onto the heels, we're going to stretch the hands out in front. For now, you can just have the elbows coming down onto the mat, forehead resting down on the mat. If that doesn't feel comfortable or it's just not accessible to you right now, you can always sit onto have the cushion or blanket between the heels and the bum. That can help take a bit of pressure off the knees. Or you can sit onto a block as well, so if you need to be up a little bit higher to help the knees. Or you can pop the blanket down and have the forehead on the blanket with the elbows. Or if it's completely not comfortable, spin the feet round and sit yourself down instead. And then just taking a moment to let the body settle. Gently closing the eyes. Drawing the awareness in. Noticing how you feel within yourself. No judgment or expectation. Just awareness. And let the awareness settle onto the breath. Breathing through the nose as best as you can. Thinking about deepening the inhale, lengthening the exhale. And we're just going to gently walk the hands over to the left, finding length through the spine and finding a nice stretch through the right side of the body. So just gentle for now. Just find that lovely stretch, length all the way down the right side of the body. And walking the hands back through center. And over to the right. Finding that stretch through the left side of the body. Lovely. Walk the hands back to center. Stretch those hands out in front of you, elbows lifted. Think about sending the sit bones back as you stretch the hands out in front. Lovely. And then walk the hands up towards you, coming up to kneeling. Give the shoulders a little roll back. So this is where you might want your blanket or cushion. It's going to go underneath the knees. We're going to come up to high kneeling. Great, so from here, we are going to take a big step forwards with our right foot. So we're coming into a low lunge, Asana, or equestrian pose. So you're trying to find a good stretch into the hips, but try not to just drop into the full mobility of the joints. So once you've found where your hips sort of want to go, think about drawing the legs in towards each other, and you'll find you lift up just a little bit, and that means you're checking in that you're engaging the muscles and not just relying on the mobility of the hips, which is a good way to help protect our joints. Lovely. So from here we are going to twist. So our left hand is coming down to the inside of that right foot, and you're going to reach up with the right hand, looking towards the right hand. So in yoga we think of twists as detoxing poses. So as you twist, you meet oh, I can't get my words out today. As you twist, you are creating that tension, stopping the energy from flowing. And then as you release, as we'll do now, so exhale and draw that right hand down, you let that energy all go back through the body. So we're detoxing through the body. Great. So draw that knee back, bring the knee in, coming back to kneeling on your blanket or cushion. It's okay if you don't have a blanket or cushion, that'll be fine. Oh, we're being joined by Moss. Hello, Pickle. You gonna lunge too? Yeah, good boy. So we'll step forward with our left foot. Nice big step. Coming into a lunge. So again, have a good wriggle around, find the best version of the lunge for you. Great. Then right hand is going down. We're going to reach up with that left hand, twisting towards the left leg. Sorry, he's having a good scratch on the carpet. He knows how to twist. Lovely. Bring that left hand down. Draw the weight back. Bring that left knee in. Coming back to kneeling. Fab. So we're going to remove that padding. Pop it to the side for now. And we'll come back into that ancestral worship pose. So hands stretched out in front, elbows lifted. And then with an inhale, you're going to draw the weight forwards. Tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back, coming up into downward facing dog. So take your time here. Maybe give the heels a bit of a walk. Lengthen through the spine. Settle the body into down dog. Great. And then we're going to take the weight into the left foot. See if you can float the right leg up into the air. And then with a big inhale, draw that right knee in and step it through between the hands. So back knee lifted this time. And we're coming up into a high lunge instead. So now that we're in a high lunge, we want to try and make sure we've got a straight line between the front knee and ankle. So you can stay with the hands down and twist like we just did, reaching up. Or see if you can draw yourself up, drawing the arms up into that high lunge. Really push through that back foot, use that back leg. Then our hands are coming down to prayer in front of the heart. We're going to bring that left elbow to the right knee, press into the palms, twisting to the right. Lovely. Inhale, coming back through center. And then lowering the hands down onto the mat. And we'll step back, downward facing dog. Fab. So feel free to, again, give the heels a bit of a walk. Shake the head, nod the head. Maybe ease the weight forward and back. Whatever feels good to ease the body out. Lovely. And then weight into the right foot. We're going to float that left leg up into the air. With a big inhale, draw that left knee in, step it through between the hands. So again, have a bit of a wriggle round, make sure you've got that best stance for you. So make sure the feet aren't all on one straight line. So have a bit of a gap between the feet. Really push through that back heel, either keep the hands down or draw yourself up, coming up into that high lunge. Use that back leg. Great. Hands coming down to prayer in front of the heart. That right elbow is going to the left leg. Press into the palms, twisting through the spine, turning to the left. Wonderful. Inhale, coming back to center. Pop the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Then we're going to inhale, bring the weight forwards to plank or pop the knees down. Elbows tucked in as you lower down onto your front. Untuck the toes. So just do a little Sphinx honestly, I can't get my words out today. Sphinx pose or baby cobra. So hands are in front of the shoulders, elbows down on the mat, tucked into the sides of the body. You're drawing the shoulder blades together, pressing into the elbows. Coming up to send the heart forward. Any pinching in the lower back, try having the feet a little bit wider. Or if it feels okay, drawing the feet in towards each other a little. Great, then exhale with lower back down. And then if you want, full cobra, so hands underneath the shoulders. Again, elbows tucked in. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press into the hands, lift the back as high as you can before you press. And coming up to cobra. Great. So hips are rooted, shoulders down. Lovely. Then exhale, lowering back down onto your front. Great. So forehead resting down on the mat. We're going to see if we can bend both knees and take hold of the feet. Now, if this doesn't feel good, if you feel like there's a lot of pressure in the knees, then release one foot and do one leg at a time. You can always use a strap here as well, so you can have the foot a little bit further away and hold on to the strap. Or you can miss the hands out altogether, rest the forehead on the hands and just bend one knee and then the other. We're just trying to get a bit of a stretch through the front of the thighs. But if it is comfortable to hold on to both, I'm just going to shuffle myself back a little bit. If it is comfortable to hold on to both feet, then holding on to both feet, drawing the heels down towards you. Now you can stay here as you are, or we're going to see if we can do a little boat pose, which is very good for detoxing the liver. So when you're ready, we're going to push the feet into the hands, lifting the knees and lifting the chest. So whenever you feel ready, inhale to lift, exhale and lower. So try and keep the knees in line, try not to let them go out to the side or draw in towards each other. Try and keep the knees in line with the hips. You don't have to lift super high, just wherever feels best. And then again, when you're ready, inhale to lift. Exhale and lower. Fab. So we're just going to do one more, but this time we're going to hold for a little while and see if we can rock just a little bit. Again, if this doesn't feel good, go back a stage, just bend one knee and the other. We can go back into ancestral worship where we'll be joining you in a moment. So when you're ready, here if you're coming into bow with an inhale, lifting up. We're going to see if we can rock. Oh, of course you choose this time to come and look at my face. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Just helping with the detox. Thank you. Great. So rocking back and forth. Fab. And then exhale. We'll come back down. Release the feet. Pop the hands down onto the mat. Press into the hands, coming back into ancestral worship. Head resting down on the mat. Nice big sigh out. Let the body sink into that ancestral worship. If you prefer, you really want to let the back round, you can come into Balasana, child's pose. So forehead either resting on the hands or hands down by the side, forehead on the mat, and just let the back round. Wonderful. With your next inhale, stretch the hands out in front of you, elbows lifted. We're going to draw the weight forward, tuck the toes under, and again coming up into that down dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Really send that tailbone up towards the ceiling. We're going to take a twist in our down dog. So have the feet a little bit wider than you normally would. We're going to take the right hand towards the left side of the mat, looking underneath that left arm. If that's feeling okay, then you can see if you can reach that right hand towards the left ankle, looking underneath that left arm. Great. Coming back to center. Take a moment, realign yourself. And then left hand going to the right side of the mat, looking underneath that right arm. Or reaching for that right ankle, really looking under that right arm. Fab. Coming back to center. And then pop the knees down. We're going to spin the feet round, coming into Dandasana. So if you want to sit on the edge of a block or a blanket here, then do. It can be quite helpful to help you sit up nice and tall. So just sitting right to the edge, so it's just helping to tilt the pelvis forwards. We're just going to have a nice little bend in the knees, lengthening up through the spine. You can always use your strap here as well. Hook the strap around the feet. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, our forward fold. So a little bend in the knees, leading with the heart. So imagine you're sending the chest towards the tops of the feet, finding length through the spine. So we naturally engage what we call Uddiyana Bandha, which is the central lock in yoga. So we're drawing the belly sort of in and up slightly as we reach forward. Don't worry if bandhas aren't in your practice yet. I'll do other videos talking more about the bandhas. But if you do practice the bandhas in yoga, then just think as you come into Paschimottanasana about that Uddiyana. So drawing in and up, lifting up through the rib cage. So you're finding space in the center of the body. Try and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Great. And then drawing yourself all the way back up. We're going to come into Janus Asana. So we'll start on the left side. We're going to bring that left foot in. So foot to the inside of the right thigh. You can always pop padding underneath that left knee. So if the left knee doesn't reach the floor, pop a blanket underneath, a cushion, a block, however much you need to support that knee, so you're not getting any pain in the knee. And then we're going to reach for the right foot. So you can use your strap here as well. Again, if bandhas are in your practice and you want to apply the Uddiyana Bandha, lifting up and over. Oh, hello. You're very needy today, aren't you? No, I'm filming a yoga video. I can't just stroke you. Great. For those of you who do have dogs, you'll know this is quite a common part of your yoga practice. As soon as you get on the floor, they just want to play with you. They think that you're on the floor for them. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Great. So then we're going to walk the hands back up towards us. Turn slightly to the left. Bring that left knee back. But that right foot is still going to face towards the front of the mat. Then either using your strap to take hold of that right foot or taking hold of that right foot with your right hand, left arm is coming up and over. So we're finding again that twist, but it's a nice open twist. So you're opening it up through the front of the body, opening the front of the body towards the left. Try and keep that top shoulder lifted. You should feel a nice stretch up the left side of the body. Head can be either looking straight ahead, or sometimes it can feel quite nice on the neck to turn the gaze down towards that right knee. Try and have the right arm on the inside of the right leg if you can. That will just help you to keep turning the body towards the left. Fab. And then inhale, coming all the way back up. And then coming back around to centre, stretch that left foot away, and we will go on to the other side. So draw the right knee in, right foot to the inside of that left thigh, right knee, pop any padding underneath it that you need to, and then reaching for the left foot, using a strap. You can take hold of the calf, the ankle, whatever's best, but again, think about lengthening up, so sending the chest towards the top of the foot. So we're not worrying so much about that fold over the leg, but that length through the spine, lengthening up out of the base of the spine. Also, don't worry if that straightened leg isn't completely straight. It's quite good just to have a little bend in the knee to release the hamstrings, or if there's quite a big bend in the knee, that's also okay, as long as you can feel a little bit of a stretch down the back of the leg. We're all good. Fab. And then walking the hands up towards you, we're going to turn to the right, taking that right knee back a little bit, left foot still facing the front of that mat. We're going to reach for the left foot, or take the strap around the left foot as the right arm comes up and over. So again, trying to turn the body to the right, lift that right shoulder, find that stretch through the right side of the body. Great. Inhale, coming all the way back up to centre, turning back round towards the front. Stretch that foot out in front and just find your sit bones again. Have a nice bend in the knees and let the body hang over both legs. So bend the knees as much as you need to really snuggle the upper body over the lower body. So this one isn't about the stretch, it's about the body supporting itself. You can let the head rest down onto the shins or the knees. And just let the body settle. And let the breath settle. Wonderful. And then just drawing yourself up, finding a comfortable seated position. And we'll just finish with a quick meditation. So sitting either legs crossed or legs stretched out in front. You can always lie if you prefer. And just letting the body settle and let the eyes close. Allow the breath to be smooth and even. And just see if you can bring to mind a beautiful spring light. Imagine that time as we move out of winter and into spring, as the days are growing longer, as the animals are coming out of hibernation, as flowers start to grow up and trees start to bud, and the world is suddenly filled with colour again. Fresh, bright greens, woodlands filled with wild garlic, beautiful bluebells, just let the awareness fill with these images of spring. Those crisp, sunny days. And that smell of freshness in the air. And see if you can invite that into your body. Allowing your body, your mind and your emotions to be filled with that fresh spring hope. And trying to maintain this feeling, just bring the awareness back to the room. Bringing the awareness back into the physical body. Maybe having a little wriggle, a little stretch. Lowering the chin towards the chest. Gently blink the eyes open. And then when you feel ready, lifting the gaze. Fab. So I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please do subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. It really helps me out and I really do appreciate it. So does Moss, who's just been lying in a nice patch of sun. So hopefully see you again soon. Om Shanti. Oh, say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Mwah.